Like, I take a lot of pride in being able to do a lot of different things for this team. Like, I want to be able to, I think we're really good when I can get the ball off the glass and just go in transition and find my teammates and set them up. But, like, obviously 13 assists, like, that means my...
Welcome back to World Hoop, the only place where we dunk on the biggest stories in basketball with all the drama and flair they deserve. This week, we're diving headfirst into the chaotic waters of the recent WNBA All-Star Weekend.
Basketball coach, so this is kind of a full circle moment, and I grew up playing a lot of AAU sports, whether it was softball, basketball, soccer. I did it all, and I actually grew up playing with the boys. That's all I knew until I was
A spectacle that promised to be the league's grand coming-out party, but instead turned into a masterclass in PR missteps and a stark reminder of who truly drives the league's skyrocketing value. Get ready for a story that has it all. Superstar injuries, plummeting ticket prices, ill-timed marketing stunts, and a player protest that had everyone scratching their heads. For months, the WNBA All-Star Game in Indianapolis was hyped as the event of the year. The stage was set for a showdown that transcended basketball. Caitlin Clark,
your legs, and then today we'll have a practice, we'll watch more film, there'll be more recovery stuff, but like you know, the turnaround time is very quick, but it is for them too.
The undeniable sensation who has single-handedly injected unprecedented viewership and fan engagement into the league, on her home turf, against her perceived rival, Angel Reese. It was a marketer's dream, a narrative begging to be written, promising packed arenas, record TV numbers, and mainstream attention like never before. Corporations had poured millions into sponsorships, Nike had special editions ready, and social media was buzzing. The energy was palpable, the anticipation at an all-time high. Then the air went out of the balloon. Just days before the festivities, the devastating news broke. Caitlin Clark would miss both the three-point contest and the All-Star Game due to a nagging groin injury. The silence that followed was deafening. Fans who had booked flights, reserved hotels, and planned entire weekends around seeing Clark play in Indianapolis suddenly found their plans crumbling. Imagine buying tickets to a concert hoping to see your favorite rock star, only to find out they're sidelined, and someone else is trying to steal the spotlight in their absence. That's precisely what happened, and the financial fallout was immediate and brutal. The numbers don't lie. Data from TickPick revealed a staggering 48% drop in the get-in ticket price for the All-Star Game, from $121 down to a mere $64, almost overnight. This wasn't a slight dip, it was a market correction screaming the truth. Without Caitlin Clark, the product's perceived value plummeted. The average purchase price, which had hit a record-high $262 before Clark's injury, evaporated faster than a bad jump shot. This Caitlin Clark effect isn't new. Earlier in the season, when she missed regular season games, resale prices for Fever Road games dropped by as much as 71%. Her presence inflates demand across the board, and her absence proves just how much the WNBA, in its current state, relies on her unique star power. Local businesses in Indianapolis, anticipating a tourism boom, felt the chill wind of cancellations and diminished crowds. It was a harsh, undeniable lesson in the fragility of momentum when it's built so heavily on one individual. But while the WNBA's economic foundation was wobbling and fans were left disappointed, someone else saw a golden opportunity to make the weekend all about them. Angel Reese. In what can only be described as a marketing stunt with a serious case of unfortunate timing, Reese chose this exact moment.
On a tough screen, so if I had to pick one right now, it'd probably be that. But like great screens, I just didn't hear them, so it's kind of my own fault, but yeah, I'd probably pick those.
With Clark sidelined in her home city to launch her Reebok signature shoe campaign, billboards, social media posts, and messaging blared, "I'm in your city, walk in your trap, take over your trap," even featuring Bankroll Fresh's track, "Take Over Your Trap," on her Instagram story. Let's be clear, Angel Reese is a talented player, but her consistent strategy of attaching herself to Caitlin Clark, even in Clark's absence, has become painfully obvious. Her podcast promos, her social media jabs, it all points to a one-sided rivalry that Clark herself has rarely, if ever, reciprocated. Launching a territorial takeover campaign in Indianapolis while Clark, the city's adopted hometown hero, was genuinely injured and unable to play, struck many as opportunistic and, frankly, a bit classless. The optics were terrible. It looked less like bold marketing and more like trying to claim victory in a fight where your opponent couldn't even show up. social media was ablaze with criticism, with many fans questioning the timing and the perceived lack of sportsmanship. While some applauded the gutsy move, a far larger contingent viewed it as a desperate attempt to capitalize on an empty stage. And as if the weekend couldn't get any more peculiar, the WNBA players themselves decided to make a statement that, while perhaps well-intentioned, completely missed the mark in terms of timing. During All-Star Game warm-ups, players from both teams donned "Pay Us What You Owe Us" shirts, protesting their ongoing CBA negotiations with the league. Now, let's be absolutely clear. WNBA players deserve fair compensation. They are professional athletes, and their push for better salaries, travel conditions, and overall support is legitimate. But to stage a labor protest demanding more money at the very moment when the league's biggest draw is sidelined, and the economic value of its marquee event has just tanked by nearly 50%, that's what we call reading the room incorrectly. To fans who had just watched their investment in the All-Star Game lose half its worth, the protest came across as tone-deaf. Social media erupted with backlash, with many pointing out the irony of demanding more pay when the product's value was visibly struggling due to the absence of one player. Other professional leagues don't stage labor protests during their biggest showcase events. The NBA doesn't protest during the All-Star Game, nor does the NFL use the Super Bowl for contract disputes. There's a time and a place for these crucial conversations, and All-Star Weekend, especially under these circumstances, was not it. Even Caitlin Clark herself has advocated for better pay for players, but she wasn't the one wearing a protest shirt during warm-ups, further highlighting the disconnect. Ultimately, this WNBA All-Star Weekend was a stark, almost brutal lesson in the league's current reality. While the setbacks were undeniable, Clark's injury, the plummeting ticket prices, Angel Reese's ill-timed marketing, and the players' tone-deaf protest, they also underscored a crucial truth. Caitlin Clark is not just a player. She is the foundation upon which the WNBA's unprecedented growth is currently built. When she's healthy, records shatter, and mainstream attention floods in. When she's not, the market speaks volumes, proving her irreplaceable value. Angel Reese can launch all the shoe campaigns she wants, plastering "I'm in your city" billboards everywhere. But as this weekend painfully demonstrated, without Caitlin Clark there to actually compete against, to drive the narrative and the demand, those marketing stunts ring hollow. It's like shadow boxing in an empty arena, while the real show and the audience are elsewhere. This weekend, while a disappointment, will likely only make Clark's inevitable return even more anticipated, and the Indiana Fever's journey in 2025 even more compelling. The WNBA has a superstar, and now more than ever it knows her worth. What are your thoughts on this chaotic All-Star Weekend? Did Angel Reese miss the mark? Or was it a genius, albeit controversial marketing move? And did the players' protest hit home? Or did it alienate fans? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to World Hoop for more unfiltered basketball analysis, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Until next time, keep hooping.